How would you like to get more pop on your serve? Okay, if you want more pop, you have to learn the loop backswing. What is the loop backswing? Well, I'll show you in a minute. But the key is that the loop backswing allows the racket to drop down behind your back. Okay, so it's going to be like this, and the racket will drop down behind your back. But this all happens naturally. Don't think, I know that phrase, scratch your back. Some pros have used that in the past. Don't try and do that, because that's going to totally mess up any kind of loop swing, loop backswing that you are striving for here in the serve. So basically, there's a couple of things you need to have. Number one, you've got to have a continental grip. Okay, if you have an Eastern or semi-Western forehand grip, it's basically, anatomically, it's basically impossible to get the loop backswing on your serve. So you need continental, where it's basically you've got the hammer grip, the chopper grip, the index knuckle on the index finger is on the side, that little bevel on the side there, and the heel pad, the same thing, on that bevel right there. So you need continental, and I'll show you why. Typically, people that have Eastern or semi-Western, when they bring the racket back on their backswing, the palm goes up. It has to go up with that grip. Okay, so if I had, right here, I've got an Eastern grip, but the palm goes up. Or if you have semi-Western, it's even worse. Okay, the palm is up. But with continental, you can keep the palm down. Okay, so I've got continental now, and as I come back to hit the serve, see, the palm on my hitting hand is facing down. Okay, I'm going to hit my serve on the lower part, on the strings here, and they're facing down like the palm of my hand. Now, some of you may be familiar with knock the party hat off. Ryan Reedy, I think it's 2-minute tennis or whatever, I'm not sure, but that was a great thing that he came up with there. It's very good. Knock the party hat off. Yeah. In the old days, I came up with, it's like when you go here and now you're coming this way, I was saying, imagine you're going to salute. Okay, that hand's coming up like this, like you're going to salute. And then the racket can drop down. So that's the key. You got to have that continental grip. And here's another thing I want to mention that can help you. And you'll probably have to do this slowly, very slow, in like slow motion, and do it over and over and over again. You may have to, make it a goal. I'm going to do this 20 to 50 times a day. And if you do that, you're going to start to get it, and you're going to start to get more power on your serve. So here it is. When I'm here, ready to serve, okay? Now, this here, this part of the racket is called the tip of the racket. Now notice that the tip of the racket is going to point at every fence. The back fence, the side fence, the fence down on that end, the side fence over there. And I'm trying to remember, but I know it points to every side at least once, and maybe twice, we'll see. So here, all right, so right now, the tip of the racket is pointing on the fence on the other side where it says Academy, okay? So The racket tip is facing there. Now as I come back, where's the tip of the racket facing now? The back fence. Okay, so that's two fences. Now I'm coming back, I go to here. So where are we going to go from here? We're going to knock the party hat off or salute. So the racket now is facing the tip towards the side fence. Okay? Now, I'm at the side fence, I keep going, I knock the party hat off, I salute, and now at this point I'm going to start to turn my shoulders. So as my shoulder turns, just let your arm go spaghetti and the racket will drop down behind your back. But notice too, so we had the far fence, the back fence, side fence. Now we've got the far fence again. What about now? Now we have the side fence over there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points to a fence, okay? So from there, now my shoulders are going to start to turn and the racket drops. Now, the looser your shoulders are, the more racket drop you're going to have. I happen to be 76 years old and this shoulder is worn out, okay? But not just that, it's not that it's worn out. It's not worn out, but what I mean is it's stiff, you know? It's not as flexible as it used to be. I mean, you know, I'm sure I had a lot better racket drop. You know, some players are way down there with that racket drop. So you got to think about that. The tip of that racket, do this slowly, like here, slow motion. All right, I'm just going to count when I point towards a fence. So right now, I got 1, far fence, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Okay, so I was pointing at the far fence twice, and the other 3 fences 1 time. Okay, so that's going to help as well. If you do that slowly, slow motion, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see it. Let me see it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to turn those shoulders. Once you turn the shoulders towards the ball, you're going up and out into the court. So the racket and the hitting arm, if they're loose, if the racket arm and the hitting arm are loose, they're going to really drop down there. Okay, so, but that loop, why is it so good? Why does it help you get power? Because you can get really good racket head speed. It's that loop that helps you generate the racket head speed. Racket head speed equals more power. Whereas if you have that Eastern grip or that semi-Western, your palm's going to go up and you're just going to go in like that. So there's no looping action. The rackets can only go as fast as your muscles can fire. So your racket never really had time to pick up that speed. Okay, drop down behind your back. Don't think scratch the back though. Remember that. No scratching the back. That will basically totally inhibit you from getting a loop backswing. Okay, right now the tip of the racket is painting at the far fence. As the hands come back, right here we see the tip of the racket is pointing towards the back fence. Right now, it's pointing towards the fence to the right, back to the far fence. Now it goes to the fence on the left. Now the racket drop is happening. And that's not the greatest racket drop, but like I said, I have a very stiff shoulder. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. If this is your first time here to the channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and please give me a like, a thumbs up. Post any questions or comments. I'll do my best to get back to you. And check my website out. It's in the description box. I've got plenty of courses there that can really help you bring up your game. Okay, so all the best. Happy serving. Work on that loop, backswing, slow motion, 20 to 50 times a day, and you're going to own it eventually. It takes time. Be persistent. Adios, amigos.